Hey everybody, welcome to VeVe's Business Update. Today is super exciting. We have with us our amazing leadership team of David, Yu, our co-founder, and Dan Crothers, our co-founder, and of course myself, my Collectibles, your community manager. Big special announcements today, and we're going to dive into a whole bunch of stuff. But before we do that, we want to have Dan and Dave talk a little bit about the history of the company, where we're at, where we're going, and specifically, Dan, if you could start us off. I know you're super excited. I am too, but let's get right into it. Share with us some of the thoughts about where we're at, where we're going, and then we'll get to our announcement, obviously.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks so much, Aaron. As many of you guys know who are OGs that have been around since the day the app was launched, VeVe was started in 2017. Quick math, what's that, seven something years ago, and it's been a real journey, a roller coaster, lots of ups, downs, excitement. Also meeting amazing people, and even in the community, people have made a lot of friends, probably for life, and really connected on that collecting level.
Yeah, we never in our wildest mind would thought we had built such an engaging community, and it's all because your commitment and the great partnership that we continue to bring. I mean, you remember the day when we switched the app on, in my kitchen table, you were going, I hope someone will want to buy a digital collectible of the Batman. And so that started to where we are.
As part of that journey, we really recognize that as a business, we need to grow and expand the company to what is going to be a very exciting future. Obviously, Dave and I are massive collectors. Like a lot of you guys, we really, really believe in this digital collectible future. And, VeVe right now is really poised to remain the market leader of that. So recognizing that growth and understanding, means that we need to ensure that our team internally is, up to par, and we have all the right kind of people and everything in place to take us to that exciting future.
Yeah, we have a lot of verticals we want to achieve and a lot of new things we want to develop. And there's that thing we keep talking about, VeVe First. So a lot of you will probably heard from my past videos. I talk about, how myself and Dan has been the first employee in the company, and we're in that stage transacting to the 7 Empire. I remember that day, to the 17 and the 70 to the 300. As part of that growth journey, we are growing to learn and how we manage our business. And, today, we want to do a massive announcement to share some exciting news with all our fans.
So today, guys, we are super pumped, super excited to introduce you to a new member of the team that is going to be joining VeVe. He is a new co-CEO who's going to be working alongside Dave. Very, very talented individual, and also loves the space as well.
Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. I'm super excited. I know the fam is as well. Dan and Dave, how long did it take you to find our new person that you're going to announce here? And can you just maybe talk a little bit about how you'll be working together?
Yes, the journey of finding this new co-CEO that will be working alongside myself and then running the business, we kind of knew a few quarters ago. The search was well underway. Finding someone who's suitable to work with us in this high performance culture, understanding the industry that we are in and the technology and what really going to drive us to that hyper growth mode took a long time. As a lot of you will know, that VeVe wasn't built overnight, same as Ron was not built an overnight thing. So I hope a lot of you guys will, in a way, welcome the new leadership with me and my team, and show him a lot of support and the community love as part of our journey going forward.
So today, guys, we're very excited to introduce you to the new co-CEO, Mr. Ben Rose. Welcome, Ben.
Hey guys, hey, thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to working with all of you.
This is amazing, Ben. So great to see you. Thank you so much for joining, you guys. I mean, this is great. Hey, Ben, this is for you, just right off the bat before we get into everything. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? Sitting next to our founders, it should be pretty fun and pretty cool. And then we'll get into your background and your passions and your history and what your role will be. But how are you feeling today?
Hey, look, I'm feeling great. We're at the beginning of an awesome journey. So, yeah, look, feeling fantastic.
So what is your background, and where did you come from? And, maybe some of your passions you can share with the fam today as well.
So no worries. Look, so you can detect there's a British accent. I've actually lived in New Zealand for over 20 years now. My most recent role was at crypto exchange Binance. So I come from a tech background, worked there for a few years running the Australia-New Zealand region as CEO there. So launched the New Zealand market for Binance and grew that team and that business and that customer base. And also ran and grew the Australian business too. So I come from the world of of blockchain and tech companies, which is part of the reason I was so excited about VeVe. Prior to that, my roles have been in leadership across a few different categories, but always focused on that community engagement and business growth. So that's where I come from. Personally, I'm a dad of 3. I've got 3 lovely daughters, and I've got 2 also lovely dogs, and I've got one very lovely wife. So that's a bit about me.
As your role in co-CEO, let's get into that a little bit, and I'm going to ask David and Dan as well to speak on this as well. But how is your role as co-CEO going to start out with right here? What is your main thing that you're going to be doing, you think, with the company?
Yeah, so look, the team have been fantastic and welcoming, and so I've spent the last wee while working with Dave and Dan and the team just to get up to speed on things, because obviously, as you know, VeVe is an ambitious business with so much going on right now and into the future. So getting up to speed on what's happening there. I've been just quietly listening in on the community and making sure I'm across the sentiment in the community, across all different channels over the last while. So like any good CEO, first of all, it's all about listening and learning. Right now, that's where we're at, working with the team on what the future plans look like, and there are some really exciting things I've got to tell you, some of which you know about, some of which you don't. So right now it's a listening and learning phase, but we're going to move pretty quickly into execution, because as you know, it's all very well having the plans, but it's the execution that is what really defines us. So I'm going to be really focused on working on that with Dave and Dan and the team. So you'll see some pretty exciting stuff coming soon.
That's super exciting. And Ben, I know you're a collector. We're going to the community's going to find out just how far it goes. I know all 3 of you up there are super passionate, maybe even more passionate than I am, but I don't know if that, I think so. Just looking behind you right there. Look at the amazing stuff behind you right there. It's crazy. But Ben, for yourself, what are some of your favorite collectibles, some of your favorite IPs that we actually have on VeVe, just to get a sense of where your fandom's at?
So look, my favorite set without a shadow of a doubt right now is the Sesame Street set. So big fan of Big Bird, Oscar the Grouch and Cookie Monster. I'm also quite keen on those in the physical realm as well. But on platform, it's that. Also a big fan of the Back to the Future IP. So I've had a DeLorean in augmented reality parked outside my car for quite a while now. And I'm pretty keen on adding a few more as well.
Well, that's awesome. And I know you're a big collector in IRL as well. So what is some of the physical stuff you go after? And, are you willing to share your top collectible that you might own?
Totally. So look, it started off when I was really little with toy soldiers. Had lead painted toy soldiers long time ago. Moved on when I was slightly older, weirdly, to drink cans from around the world. My particular favorite was a French drink called Shit. My parents unsurprisingly made me get rid of that collection. And now I'm into Funko Pops. I'm a real Funko tragic. So every time my wife comes into the house, she spots another one that she was pretty sure wasn't there the day before. My favorite Funkos, I think it's so hard, right? But my favorite would be, I love my Sesame Street set. I'm not quite there yet. I've got a few more grails to get. Also, I'm pretty proud of my WWE set as well. I'm just waiting for Goldberg to arrive. So I've got some pretty cool ones. But look, it's hard to pick a favorite. In fact, my royal family set, that's grown too. Just need Princess Diana in there. So look, that's the opportunity and the challenge of collecting, right? There is always something else to get. And I'm really excited about how we are bringing that into the digital realm and making sure that all of those fans around the world of the different fandoms, they know that there's the physical opportunity, but now their eyes open to the digital opportunity. And let me just say, collecting, I don't know if you guys know this, collecting around the world is worth over $600 billion a year, which is just mind-blowing, right? And it's growing 9.5% every single year. So this is a really exciting space to be in. VeVe is the leader. We need to make sure that we are growing the industry as well as our own business into those new verticals. So look, really exciting time. Can't believe, the opportunity to work with you guys is here. Really excited.
I know that VeVe has a nice, niche market here. We're in the digital collecting space, and I know it's growing, for sure. I know all of our fans and our collectors here are really excited. But what are your feelings about the digital collecting space, as we navigate through this and kind of combine the two? And how are your feelings about that? And are you you must be super passionate about it as well, right?
Yeah, so digital collecting is growing even faster than physical collecting. So digital collecting is growing, depending on the year, about 20 or 30% year on year. That's big, right? So if you think about collecting, it's yes, it's pop culture, but it's everything from stamps to wine to cars to sneakers. So all of those could work digitally too. And there are some exciting things that we have done in the past, and some pilots and trials that we've run in the music world with Blackpink. And look at the stamp offerings with Stanley Gibbons. There are so many more. The digitals. I think what's exciting about this as an industry is that we are just at the beginning of what's possible. And VeVe, over the last 7 years, has built a foundation and a platform to really grow into that space, and a community of passionate collectors who really love and deeply believe in collecting. So I think, think of this as not as year 7, but as day 1. I think digital collecting's got a lot of really exciting future, and VeVe is absolutely committed to being the leader in it.
No, that's fantastic. I know that VeVe is a growth, in a growth area and digital collecting and everything. Your experience in Binance and in our Web3 space, how is that experience actually gonna, benefit the company? And what do you think you're gonna be bringing to this amazing, app that we have?
I think one of the key things in blockchain and crypto is businesses are really struggling to find that product market fit. What's the use case? And actually, when I first met David, and those of you who are searching on YouTube will find me interviewing him a little while back, I got to understand how the NFT technology is being used to enforce that scarcity, and that's exactly what it's meant to do. That fungibility is what we're all about, right? So understanding the use of blockchain technology, not for its own sake, but actually for a real reason, and that's core to what collectors are looking for. That excited me. The other thing that I think is amazing that VeVe has done, and we've got to build on, is making Web3 technology accessible to people who actually aren't might not be into holding tokens, opening wallets, seed phrases, all that kind of thing. Just making it easy. It's all about ease of use. And so I think those two things combined are really exciting. And then you look at the IPs, the 200 plus brands that VeVe works with, the best in the world, and there are so many more to come. Those things combined make for a really powerful proposition. So that my background is leading teams, building cultures, and helping businesses scale. I think what Dave and Dan have done is absolutely amazing. I also think there's a huge opportunity for us as a community and as a business to grow. Dave used the word hypergrowth, and that's what it's all about. You look at what VeVe has done, think about how it might do that in other verticals too, in other parts of the world. There are so many opportunities to work with you, the community. And so look, I'm here to help the team grow and scale, to help you, the community, grow and thrive and scale with us. Really looking forward to it.
That's great. And this question here is for David. And Dan, I have one for you coming up as well. This is really exciting. How excited are you, David, that Ben's now joined the team? And as well, maybe touch on what you think the impact is going to be, in the short term, but as well as in the long term, as we talk about growth as well.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Aaron. So we number one is at the management level, we open up welcoming Ben into this. I mentioned early on, it's all about how we scale and going through that growth phase in our business. And it's basically the right time to have Ben to come on board. In the short terms, we basically we ask our audience and community a little bit more time as we restructure the vision to make them run more efficient. And for myself and Dan, can start focusing on more of our roadmap, what's going to be coming out, and making sure everything is on the road. In the long term wise, as we pursue new vertical and go into that hyper growth, Ben's skills, coming from such a wealth of experience in growing bigger company and all multinationals, Ben will be leading us into new exciting horizons from here. And the idea is we have new markets that we want to be in. I think we talked about, we want to be in Asia, we want to bring more Japanese IP on board. For myself, I will be more focused on around new partnerships, new verticals, driving that digital we talked about, solidify our existing partnership with some of the biggest brands that we have. And having Ben on board just really helped me to juggle that. I mean, myself and Dan, we almost get no sleep already. So having another set of brains to help us lead that in charge in our management and our senior management team, I think really it's no brainer that we have someone who is in that hyper growth capability to bring in.
And Aaron, I think one of the signs of a great business is when they listen to their consumers, they listen to their customers. And Dave and Dan, very early on in our conversations, were saying, look, our users want to hear more from us. They want more openness and transparency. They want to understand more about the roadmap and what it looks like. So I'm committing to the vevefam here. That's what I will be here to do. We want Dave and Dan to focus on the stuff that makes this business great and is going to take us into the future. I'm going to make sure to keep you updated on that. And so we're working with the team on how that's going to look. But, we hear you, we're listening to you, and we're here for you.
I know, Dan, you guys are sitting right beside each other, but I know you guys are going to be working close together. Maybe not that close, right? I know you have your own offices and stuff, but maybe you could just touch on like how you feel Ben's experience in this space as well is really going to help impact, VeVe, and especially how you guys work together. I know you just described kind of some of the dynamic, and I think that's really amazing. Maybe from your perspective, how you feel this is going to really enhance things and move forward your working relationship.
Yeah, I think to just echo what Dave said, this really gives both Dave and myself the opportunity to really focus on those areas of the business that where our real skill sets are. Obviously, right now, the past 7 years, it's been a lot of me and Dave doing everything. Obviously, we had a lot of other staff in the company helping us now, but at that really high senior exec level, we recognize that, we need the skills in there to help propel this business into the future that we see for it. And secondly, to echo what Ben said, it's, we really do understand that the transparency in the community is important. Ben is going to be an amazing face. Keep you guys updated. He's committed to it. It was here on camera, you heard it. And it just means that we'll be able to knuckle down and, really start delivering some of these things that may not have arrived yet, but have been promised.
Well, this has been amazing. Thank you so much, all three of you, for taking the time today. It's so great to meet you, Ben, as well. I know we'll talk to you so much more as time goes on. David, maybe you can, help sign us off a little bit right here, get it started just with some final thoughts about today.
Yeah, we totally so happy to announce this today with all of you and share this great news as VeVe turn into the next chapter. Our journey from here, the last 7 years, Dan, I just can't believe how far we have come along. And I'm just so looking forward to the next 7 years or another journey and the new chapter, the storytelling, what we always talked about, and continue to bring you more great partnerships, new IPs.
Yeah, absolutely. Just want to say, a massive welcome and intro. Obviously, not the first time we've met, but massive welcome to you, Ben. Like Dave and I are very much looking forward to, the future ahead. Next major milestone for us is New York, NYCC. So really looking forward to seeing everybody there. Thank you, guys.
See you there.